Hello everyone, I hope that all of you are doing well. This weekend we had the Northwest Meetup in Bellingham, Washington, so I was able to attend and meet some cool people from the community, some artisans, and for today's shave we're gonna use some of the products from my haul there. A new artisan for me and for my channel, AA Shaving. I met with Austin, who is the person behind AA Shaving. It's a one-person business, so he's taking care of everything, working hard, and he's doing amazing soaps. I was smelling quite a few of his soaps before, thanks to my friend Aaron here in Vancouver. He has a lot of his soaps, and they all smell amazing and very distinct and unique. This one doesn't make any exception, aside from the soap. I have the full set here, the Splash as well, as you can see. But I also got my new Trotter Brush. If you are following me on Instagram, you may know that Paul from Trotter Handcrafts made this brush for me. He was the organizer of the meetup, so I was able to meet with him in person, which is awesome. I was very excited to meet with him as well, because we were chatting a lot about a variety of things, mostly about brushes and shaving. You can see this one is in his, I think it's the Archer shape, if I remember correctly, and it's using the synthetic knot by Mula STF. That's the standard one. Feels very nice and pleasant on touch. We're gonna talk more about this brush. I just wanted to show you before I have the lather being done. That's gorgeous pattern over here on the pour, and if you can see the bluish patterns, they have some sparkle. I'm not sure if the camera is catching it and doing justice, but it's really cool looking. Gorgeous brush, I love it. So, more about the soap. Let me show you the pour first. Spoiler alert, the smell is amazing. Here is the pour, and that's a very cool touch. There is a guitar pick, so you can scoop with it if you want. Also, guitar enthusiasts like myself appreciate this. I'll just scoop and we'll continue talking about the scent notes. Okay, I scooped some soap, a bit less than almond seed, generous amount. I'll just spray some water, so it will stay while we're talking. Oh, that smell! Just by spraying the water I felt the presence is kind of like increasing. The scent strength from the puck is nice and strong, so you can enjoy the fullness of the rich smell. It's a really pleasant, summery smell. There is some sweetness to it, but it's not super sweet. There is a nice blend of all these scent notes over here, conveniently listed on the label. The label is gorgeous. I'll tell you a little bit more about it as well. But let's read first the scent notes. Bergamot, pepper, jasmine, tonka bean, cypress, cedarwood, lemon and patchouli. As I mentioned, pleasant summer smell, but on my opinion, it's perfect for all year, any season, any occasion. It's excellent. I love it. So Austin released this set and Nanaimo set. These are his latest two sets over this weekend that we had the meetup. So it was great to have the opportunity to meet him and also smell the new soaps and purchase some of them. That was amazing. And the cool thing about this soap is that it's inspired by his youngest kid, his son. I think he's, if I remember correctly, he's 4 months old. I also had a chance to meet Austin's amazing family during the meetup. They joined him, which was awesome. He has two beautiful daughters. His youngest, the son, who is the inspiration about this soap. He's a little angel, always smiling, very, very cute kid. Yeah, I just love the fact that he gets inspiration not only from different locations. If you were checking some of his soaps, some smell like the nature picture that he has on them, but this is very nice label that perfectly aligns with the homage that he is doing to his son. Very, very cool. and also very touching as a parent. I think all parents, all the dads watching, you can relate that that's something really cool, and it's always nice to support artisans that are working hard for their families. So yeah, I'm stoked that finally I own one of his soaps, that I met him and I could learn more about him and his work. Cool, let's do some lathering together. If you're bored with lathering, feel free to skip forward. I just have a new brush, a new soap, so we're just gonna talk as I lather over. But if it's too boring, feel free to skip forward. I'll try to speed some moments. We already enjoyed the gorgeous brush by Paul, so I'm just dipping it a bit in water. Synthetic knots, they don't need much. And my impression of this knot compared to G5C, which I recently got and I was able to try a brand new one for a first time, is that this one feels soft and almost like no breaking is needed, while the G5C feels quite stiff at first, because I have also a G5C that was used by my friend Carlos that he gifted to me, which is way softer than the brand new one, and this one is already soft and pleasant. So that's really cool to compare, because these synthetic knots are quite popular. Yeah, the smell is just so good. It's so well blended, it's very nicely refined. My wife loves it, my son loves it as well, which is really cool. He smelled it and he said like, wow, delicious. He always says that usually if he likes a soap, he says that it's delicious. That's the toddler thumbs up when he likes a soap. Ah, so good. Here is it. It's nice and pasty. I know Austin mentioned, we were chatting about his soap base. It's a beef tallow soap base. So he mentioned that his base is performing, and the more you work on it, it's getting kind of like denser. And I like creamy lather, as you know. I don't like too airy or too watery lather. So based on his description, this seems to be right up in my alley. So yeah, let's see how the lather will develop as we're going. That's a new brush as well, but already the synthetic knot, even without shaving with it, this Mula STF looks very promising. You know me, I gravitate towards synthetic knots, even though lately I enjoy my Boar knot from Zenith that I got. I also like my Badger, another Trotter brush that I have, the Black Locust. Yeah, over time you kind of like appreciate things that you didn't use for a while. You return back to them and you discover a little bit of more enjoyment than what you remember last time. So that's really cool. Nice performance in the bowl. Already I see that creaminess and that yogurty consistency that I like. The smell is just... I keep the soap back over the last couple of days because the meetup was 2 days ago, and I just sniff it every now and then. It's just so good, so pleasant. And here we are. I think that's already excellent. You can see that shiny lather here if the camera focuses. Alright, hopefully it's visible. But yeah, perfect consistency, the way that I like it. It can take water, yeah, so don't be afraid with this soap. Yeah, the smell, I'll keep on repeating this a lot during this video. It's a banger. I'll prepare my face. Yeah, Austin, you're right, that creaminess, nice consistency. I love it, as I told you. This sounds exciting for me. Exactly like the way I like it. Yeah, and oh boy, when the lather is on your face and you feel all the scent notes. It's nice and strong smell, but it's not really punching you in the face intense way. It's just perfectly balanced. I like it. Perfectly balanced for me. I know we all have different preferences, so every time when I state something, this is not a general rule for everybody. This is just how I find it, how I feel about it. And yet that knot feels so good, nice and soft, decent backbone as well. And yeah, if you want to lather on your face from first use, that's a perfect brush. You don't need any break-in. The G5C, I feel that you need quite a few shaves with it until you reach to that softer point of the knot. But also the G5C resembles a bit more closer to the badger brush, the natural badger knots. I guess I think that that's the goal of the knot, but I'm not sure about it. Let me know in the comments if you know for sure. I vaguely remember someone mentioning about it. It might be Aaron, it might be someone else. Yeah. But that knot is is probably gonna climb my top spot, and I'm stoked about it because I love that handle. Thank you, Paul, appreciate it. Huge thanks, amazing work. And I'm glad that I was able to come and pick it in person and meet with you. I even tried to taste the soap. Okay, a lot of babbling, but yeah, a lot of cool excitement post that meetup. I'm gonna talk more about it. Before that, just to mention the razor, I'm on a kick with my aluminum razors, and that's the newest one, as you know if you watched my previous video, the Apex aluminum. Perfect razor, so one more shave on the camera with it. First pass with the grain. Yeah, nice post slickness, and the glide of the razor is really good. So yeah, that meetup, I'm always stoked, being fairly new to the hobby. I'm approaching my first year actually, not so new anymore. I'm not a little baby, I'm a little bit bigger baby in the hobby. Always happy to meet people in person, that we engage online. It's just cool, and having the ability and the opportunity to meet some of the artisans that are making soaps, some of the brush makers. Hopefully in the future I may meet some of the razor makers, Carp or Caleb from Aylsworth. It's just very fun. You learn a lot of interesting things, details. You see where their inspiration comes from when they create a product, and that's really exciting. As someone who is a designer, my day-to-day job, I can relate about these kind of like creative aspects that ignite the passion to the things that we do. I'm babbling a lot. Sorry, I'm not shaving, but I'm babbling. So yeah, it was great. So I met with Paul, as I mentioned, from Trotter Handcrafts, with Austin from AA Shaving. DJ was there from Instagram. I'm sure that all of you know it if you're there. Aaron, my friend from Vancouver here. Vancouver was representing on this meetup. Really cool. So it was a little bit of a smaller meetup compared to the initial plan, but it was super fun still. Paul brought some of the other brushes that he recently worked on, and they're all stellar. Yeah, they're just so good. And the entire bathroom currently smells so good, so good. I think that I may leave the leftover lather and bring it into the other rooms or on my desk so I can just enjoy the smell all day long. I'll try to speed up with the shave because I'm talking a lot. But yeah, if any of you have a chance to join one of the future meetups, do it. It will be a lot of fun, I guarantee you. It's always cool to meet new people in the hobby. I guarantee you that you will have a great time. And you will leave with some new purchases. I was telling myself, I'm not gonna buy a soap. And Austin brought his soaps there and I smelled and I was like, oh boy, both are fantastic. Actually, both Leyland and Nanaimo, they are very close. They're brother and sister as scents. They go so well together, they're close, but they have their different distinct elements. For me, I smelled Leyland, and as I learned the inspiration and what made Austin do it, yeah, I was just sold. I have to have it, and all that, be consistent with your promise not to purchase soap for at least a month. That was out of the window when I ordered it. So I'm not gonna load the brush one more time just to see for the second pass compared to the G5C. Yes, and I can already see it. So the new G5C knot hogs the lather a bit more compared to one that has more shaves in it. But the brand new Mula STF is very good, doesn't hog it at all. I didn't load it, the lather is still there, doesn't try to go towards the base. So yeah, it feels like it's already worked. I'll just load it here because I have a lot of lather. So yeah, that soap is a performer. Like close to half of almond seed made lather for maybe 2 or 3 shaves. So yeah, if you don't believe me, quick lather check in the bowl, plenty in the brush. This is more than enough for 2 more passes if I need. I'll just do lighter coatings. I don't want to work it too much. Hopefully you can hear the razor. As I mentioned, the aluminum razors, they have very nice feedback, audio feedback, especially across the grain and against the grain. I need to be careful, have a pimple there that got a bit of slice. And if you wonder why I changed the direction across the grain for the second pass, it's just because my hair kind of like grows all over the place in few areas, like here and here a little bit. Just changes the direction. If you have sensitive skin, it's important to map your hair growth so you know which direction to go with the grain, cross the grain, or against the grain if you do against the grain. Back to the meetup. For me, crossing the border was an adventure. It took me 3 hours. I was worried that I may miss the meetup. But yeah, fortunately I made it. There was a lot of traffic. So that wasn't fun at all. But it was all worth it. It was great. So yeah, if you're crossing the border in the weekend with your car from Vancouver to US, and I assume the other way around, leave early. Try to be as early as possible, because I made that mistake. I was thinking that it might be better to leave early, and I paid like the price for the bottleneck being stuck there. It was a delay that was estimated for 90 minutes, but I spent close to 2.5 hours, I think. Yeah, almost 3 hours. Gorgeous residual sleekness, and the smell, I just love it. Even after rinsing the soap, you feel the smell. I love it. Really good. Quick third pass against the grain. I'm staying quiet and just enjoying all the experience because I was babbling a lot. So good. Yeah, the residual slickness is very nice. Excellent 3-pass shave. I hope that you also enjoyed my story. Let me know in the comments, have you attended any of the wet shavers meetups somewhere else? The other side of the continent, there is the TRC meetup, the Magart meetup that is happening there. Unfortunately, that's far from me, but I may try in the future to visit one of these. Time for the Allen block. Barely anything, just tiny tingling on one of my sensitive spots, and that's it. Very good shave. And as I leave the alum to stay for a few seconds, I forgot to do a lather check. Let's see. As I mentioned, plenty of lather left, and look at how good it is. Nice, shiny, very slick. Fantastic lather. And yeah, it's a performer. Plenty more in the bowl. Okay, time for the splash. Here is the splash. And if you wonder why this bottle looks smaller, that's because Austin from AA Shaving, he offers his soaps and splashes either in 50 milliliters or 100 milliliters for the splash bottles, or 4 ounces, this is 4 ounce, and 2 ounce containers for the soap, which is really cool. Quite a few of the people in the hobby, I know that they appreciate that option, so that's something really nice. And I bought 2 of the small ones because he didn't have from the big ones during the meetup. The gorgeous label, one more time. This is Witch Hazel Splash. A lot of cool things for your skin over here, shaking it well and opening it together. Nice pop. Okay, here we are. Oh, yeah, same amazing smell. Perfectly matching the soap. A bit stronger, of course, that's the splash. Oh, yes, I love this one. That's a banger. I'll put a bit more. And here you can start like getting more of the, I like the pepper, how it brings up that nice complexity here. The jasmine, the tonka bean. I can get more of the notes here as I read through the description because it's really rich. Yeah, so good, amazing. And congrats to Austin for this one. That's a huge banger. In my den, this will take top spot. I'll use it frequently for sure. So that's it, another shave shared with you. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you enjoyed my babbling and the story about the meetup. I had fantastic time. Shout out to all the people that made it in the meetup that I already mentioned. I really had a great time, and we used also the Trotter Brush that I got from this meetup. We used the Apex aluminum, of course, Leyland by AA Shaving. Congrats on the release, Austin. Really cool scent. The splash. And oh, one thing that I almost forgot, I have the EDP. Thank you, Austin. This was a very generous gift. He just added it to my pile of things. I really appreciate it. It means a lot because I love the scent. And I'll leave to all of his details. I think that he had a link tree, so I'll leave it in the description. So check him out where you can find the AA shaving soaps and sets. He has a lot of different bangers that I smelled and they're all amazing, so check them out. Thanks for staying until the end. I hope that you enjoy it one more time. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you in the next video, and meanwhile, you stay safe, alright?